Well, well, well. Banished in 2025. Look, proof. Never ever played it. We're going to get stuck in and see if we can handle it. Alright, we're booted up and we're ready to go. I'm going to give this a go. Literally never touched it, never watched it, never done anything, but everyone raves about it being the city builder that made all other city builders, you know? So we're going with the usual Lemonville. I mean, let's go. I'm assuming it's like Farthest Frontier. We'll see. Let's go for like medium. We'll have valleys, climate fair, disasters on, because why not? Starting conditions medium. Let's do it. I'm going to pause it. We're going to go in completely blind to give you the full gameplay experience. I don't even know the buttons, so this is going to be interesting. We've got a storage barn and some stockpiles. Is there a way of seeing stock? General statistics. There we go. So we've got amount of stored logs. Perfect. That's kind of the main one we want to see, right? Overhead of map area. Ah, so you can move it all. Cool. We'll have a little bit of a... Make that bigger. Make a little bit of a map there. Now we've got quite a nice little lake around by us. Obviously, I've played quite a lot of plenty of city builds. I love that you can zoom out that far. But no, never did play Banished, because by the time I'd actually got a good enough PC, back in whenever Banished came out, I didn't have a decent PC to actually play it. So, yeah, there we go. Jobs to citizens. I'm going to kind of keep these open for now. Looks like you can just manually assign them. So we'll start by, can we manually grab some stuff? If I click remove, do they go ahead and chop these down, I'm assuming, if we mark them? They go and grab those? Labourers, let's see. Who have we got? Oh, I like that. Every little citizen has a little bit about them. So we'll just have to figure it out. I see... What's that? Road? That looks like a removal tool anyway. We've got to go through these types of ones. There we go. Dirt road. Lovely stuff. Let's have a bit of a dirt road there. Let's just start. They are going off to chop them down, so it does look like that is the case. Lovely stuff. Oh, that's cute, man. The music's nice. I can't lie to you. Very, very pretty. So what we're going to do is just try and pop up a few houses then. We're going to just play it like any other city builder, see how we get on. There's plenty of like pebbles. They chop down very quick. I wasn't expecting that. So my guess then is we're going to need some kind of food building. Can I move this up? Crop field, orchard, pasture, fishing dock, hunting cabin, gatherer's hut. Well, gatherer's hut makes perfect sense, and it has this area here. This is super cool. So let's... Alright, R to rotate. We've got a little road here, so I think I'll just pop a little gatherer's hut here. And then we'll need probably 3 builders. Let's go. And they'll just pop their resources in there, and then I'll just make sure we get resource removal going on a lot of these. So let's try and cut down some of these trees here as well. Just get them all actually doing something, because I'm assuming you're going to need rocks and other bits as well. I love that we have this little bit of water next to us, though. That's cute, man. And a resource pile. I'll probably just do this, because I do want to get some kind of fishing in. So 30 wood. Okay, that's nice and easy. My assumption is we can do that, right? Oh, look at that. And I know this game has mods, and plenty of them, by the way. Tips, fire them in. I don't know if I'm going to make this a series. If there's an appetite for it, I will do that. If there isn't, then that is absolutely fine. We won't continue it. But I'm in a bit of a slump on what to play, so I thought I've owned this for a few years and never fired it up. I think I bought it in a sale like God knows how long ago. So here we are. So let me know if you want to as well. And if you like all things City Builder, by the way, this is the right place for you. So do go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little thumbs up as well. Help me push out. Yeah, we'll just try random bits, you know. Let's see what happens, right? I'm not going to speed up, by the way, either. We have, obviously, the need for houses too, but we've got to be careful with the builders. So we want to do one thing at a time. And I'm guessing you can prioritize or turn the amount of builders you want to do things. I mean, let's get 5 builders. We'll get that going. I am going to queue up the houses then, because I feel like we need it. We can get a stone house or a wooden house, which we're definitely going to go wooden, because we have a lot more trees around. And we'll need to decide where we put the houses, really. I think we just go for... Oh, they rotate too. We can get like a couple here. How many do you get per house? That's one thing I need to check. Doesn't actually say. Let's just do 2 and see how many you get per house as well. And we're going to need a little bit of a road through here. Probably put the professions at the top there. Looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I actually quite like that. You can change all of it though, but let's go through and have a little look at everything then. So we've got stockpiles, storage barn, market. Use to provide a localized area for citizens to collect food, tools, and fuel. Okay, so this is... Oh wow, it's huge. Okay, we probably need to collect up quite a few resources then. Is there like a wood shed or anything like that as well? Resource production. A woodcutter. Used to chop logs into fire, which are then used to heat homes. Yep. Definitely going to want one of those as well. So we've got a gatherer there. We've got a stockpile here. So let's get maybe... Go for a bit of industry over here. Now, I did set these guys to be removed, but actually... I'll keep it there. Because why not, right? Let's bring this all the way along, actually, and we can use that across this bit here. Just going to cancel that. We'll keep that one in, and there it is. We've got our gatherer up, so I'm assuming you get immigration of some kind. So we'll keep the builders on what they're at. I might go down to, well, we need a gatherer, right? So we're going to just put one in for now and see. And work. Okay, enable or disable it. Perfect. There's not actually anything for them to gather here, so can I set an area? Although saying that, I see some deer over there. I'm assuming they go out and, like, forage. Is there a way of seeing the resources too? That would be interesting. A whole lot of forest, right? I guess we'll know once they start picking at it. We have 1,800 units of stored food anyway, so it's not too bad. There's some deer over there, so a hunter's cabin would be good. I'm just thinking, we didn't put a little road along here, so I've kind of done this wrong. But let's go for a... We can go double. That's fine. Double dirt road. I think they have to physically build the road the same as in Farthest Frontier as well. Alright, everything's coming up. We're going to play at 2x, and I'm going to continue to chop down some trees. Where are the... I see them gathering, actually. I wonder if they gather from the trees direct as well. How much stone do we have? We're pretty low on stone as well, so let's go ahead and remove some of those. Let's chop down the trees from over here, maybe. I want to keep this kind of gather area for these guys as well, so I may go ahead and just do this. And then I do see what would be a good food source via hunting cabin over here. Some good amounts. So, are there any more this way, or would it be better to go this way? There's some deer roaming through as well. You have to let me know. I feel like you should be able to set what they gather. I'm trying to figure out how much food they get per day. The woodcutter will get firewood on the go. So each house, so we had 18, so 9 that are housed, right? So what have we got per... We have spaces too. They just need to move over. Or is it families based, actually? I see 3 children, a lady and a man. Is that the case? Ah, okay. Okay, so it's per family. So we just need to get more houses in then. That's no problem. We can keep that one running. I'm going to go quite tight-knit with these houses then and just get them going like that so they're all at least housed and we can get it started, you know. Oh, I'm quite excited. Yeah, I don't know why I never picked it up. You have to let me know when you first played this game because as far as I'm aware, it's the one that everyone raves about, you know, and said kind of what got them into city builders, that kind of thing. So just let me know. I think I'm gathering way too much here, but that's absolutely fine. I feel like I'm going to keep this trend of a double road going through this main bit. Just this starter point here, I think. And then we'll keep that working. Probably want to get someone on fishing, so we'll just get maybe one on that for now. Just for a variety. I'm not going to get like loads of people in each either. I'll just have a look. Average health of citizens and average happiness of citizens. Current weather and temperature. We've got clothing, tools, iron, stone, wood, firewood, which we have now, coal, and we're all good. So we're in late spring as well. Okay, number of adults to children as well, so 12. So 6 houses is my assumption then. So it starts me probably with equal amount of women and men. I have no idea, but look at them pottering about, carrying their wood across. So it looks like they always go into the labour pool rather than anything else automatically. So it's automatic labour pool, then you need to reassign to everything else when needed. I really think the old gatherer isn't doing that good, so definitely want to get in hunting here. I want to know how the orchard stuff works, though. Used to define an area in which to grow fruit trees, provide an area for livestock to graze. I think the fishing dock's going to be the one. Yeah, I might keep that going then. And then, well, it's mainly going to be food and firewood to start, right? I do want the hunting cabin over here, though. I do keep seeing quite a bit happening out this way, so you will have to let me know on the thingy. So I'm just going to line it up with this. And we are going to go there. Okay, rain has stopped. And it's beautiful. Look at the houses, man. Yeah, I know there's loads of like quality of life mods and all that. This is pure vanilla, as I say. And it looks like you can click here just to fully upgrade, which is nice as well. Food dropping already, though. So we do need to probably make sure that we're good on that. Be nice to know if the gatherer works in a certain way, but is there a way to like set it? It's tricky, isn't it? I wonder if you need the gatherer's hut when you've got the food building set, if that makes sense. So like if I defined an orchard, do I need to buy some seeds? But I see like random bits on the floor. Might prioritize this building as well. Now there we go. I see like mushrooms on the ground there, so I'm sure they go and gather that. And then these must be like herbs. There is little bits just growing in the forest, so they will be gathering just these points. So we've got 6 more still homeless, so we're going to need a couple more houses as well. I'm actually just going to get another one in gathering, see if it does grab some stuff there. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these in. Provides temporary place for homeless to live in a boarding house. I reckon we're okay just to get the wooden houses in, if I'm honest. There we go. And then we'll get some kind of market. I wonder, they seem to be grabbing the food for now. This one does have some fish in, I think. So it'd be good if you could see a breakdown of food as well. Is there a way of seeing that? Might try and grow fruit trees here. I have a feeling. Yeah, we can get like an orchard here. I don't know. I'm just going to play with it, see what kind of happens. I think it looks like you need to get them to kind of just work it. I don't know. If we assign one to that, the number of citizens working at this location, you click to select and cycle. But I can see them gathering, so I wonder if it's just grabs random bits from around, you know. Food numbers going up, though, so we must be doing something right. It's kind of hard with the older games because they weren't as intuitive, were they? So you kind of have to learn it as you're going along. One of the main things, though, we are going to need is lots more wood. So I am going to make sure that we are chopping down then. Do want to go a little bit further away then, so I might just take all that wood there. All right, they have removed the trees for this one as well, so we're going to need the path to go in. Definitely not going to touch the normal roads just yet, as we are 100% not ready for that. I'm going to stick to this double, though. I'll get that in. And I am going to zoom through a little bit quicker. I think it's 5 is the hotkey. Or is it 4? 4. Just whilst they get these houses up. What's that question mark mean? There are citizens without jobs. Click here to select and cycle through them. Jobless? You won't be soon. Don't you worry. Guess we could increase woodcutters. And then houses. Last one going in. I'm hoping that's the last lot of people in. So we've had a child born already. So let's have a look here. We need a hunter. I don't know how many to get. We're just kind of focusing food at the moment. We've only got 1 labourer, so we can reduce builders. We'll keep the labourers going. And then I want to grab in the other stuff. I'll keep the wood kind of topping up, though, as much as I can at the moment. That looks to be the case. But yeah, stuff is growing in the forest, so that's pretty cool. What is this? Production limit has been reached. Okay, so 150 in that. We can go fuel limit. We can set limits on fuel. Okay. We see the food in here. Sorry. Here we go. Storage barn. So potato. So we can kind of pin that. We got fish. Hide coats. So it looks like, yeah, they're gathering mushrooms. I see them coming in. Okay. That's cool. Our food has just gone massively down. So hopefully these guys can do a bit of hunting for me then. Venison. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, am I meant to... There we go. Pear. You meant to kind of enable or disable harvesting. Okay, we'll work that field then. So we'll get someone on that. Let's get someone working the orchard as well. So main thing is just getting this food up then, right? So what do we have? Citizens without jobs. So these labourers then... Oh no, it's probably the builders actually. And then I'm guessing you need the labourers to carry the food around as well. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. That hunting was really good actually. That pulls in a lot. And we're getting leather, which in turn will allow us to create something, right? Very cool. And I'm guessing then we need some kind of marketplace for these guys. Definitely not the boarding house. None of this. Ah, there's bridges as well. Storage, market, and trade. So the market, we kind of want this then to be centralized for our housing area, right? This kind of isn't that great for us. I feel like we could go in here. Then we'll get a little road around it. Is the green bit the road, though? Let's just check. If I grab a market, it is. Okay, so we can put this in tight to this. That's a good spot. It's the most central we're going to get. And then what we do is put the road around it as well. This is awesome. I love learning new games. It's great fun. And then we'll connect this kind of in over here as well. So I can fit another house if I want it in there then. I'm assuming if we want some immigration, we need spare houses. That's going to be my take on it. I'll try it. We'll see. Oh, just not big enough. That little area there. That's okay. We'll keep them close enough to the market then. Maybe go in there. So we'll have a spare house. This is cute, man. Right, I'm going to go extra on the fishermen to get these guys in. We've got gatherers. I might even also put that up, but where is it? Farmers. We've got 2 of 1. You only need 1 on there. So we want probably max the fisher. Let's get another hunter. So we kind of free up these guys complaining with no jobs, yeah? And then we'll have a couple of builders. Now, I don't know if the builders will go grab the resources if there are no labourers, so I might just go 1 for 1, actually. Keep an eye here. As long as we can keep the food levels okay, I think we'll be fine. Get them fish. It's cute, man. Super cute. Wow, I really like the music. Oh, look at our trees growing too. Not a very big one, but we are growing some pears. No idea how long this is going to take them. We're in autumn though, so it's going to get pretty bad. We need to make sure there's some firewood, so I'm going to have to keep chopping. What I'm going to look for then is some kind of woodworker place. So, Forest Lodge used to find an area to selectively cut down trees and plant new seedlings. Yes. We want a Forest Lodge. And, honestly, I feel like it should be over there. It's going to be pretty cool to build around this, isn't it? I don't really want to go too much. It can be fairly close, I guess. As long as they can hunt, I think over here is good. I might just put it next to this. We're completely out of stone. The reserve of food is low. Okay, we'll need to focus on that a bit more as well. So food's quite the tricky little beast, isn't it? Let's collect stone. Got quite a bit of that we need to grab as well. And I think I'll just do a bit of a kind of just collect wood, harvest trees. I've been clicking the wrong thing. So let's manually harvest a bunch of these. It looks like it doesn't affect the deer, so it might just affect our gathering. We're in late autumn, so kind of need to make sure. We've got firewood. I don't know how much is enough to get through the first winter, but the food is definitely the problem here. See if we can get an extra hunter on the go as well then. And an extra gatherer. That does take the labourers down. Perform easy work such as clearing areas and moving produce goods to storage. We definitely need one of those, don't we? So I'm going to make sure there is a labourer to move things around. Just double check. There is 0 food in there. Come on, hunters, do your thing. Alright, we are early winter now. Oh my god. We have 8 children. We've lost an adult, have we? We have 16, or did we have... No, we got extra adults, sorry, as well. So definitely want to get another house in. Good. So I'm just going to keep the house pretty good here. I do need... What do I need? So more stone in for the marketplace. It's got everything else, and then it just needs the build order. That's going to act as like a place for all these guys to get what they need, right? Got a bit of food coming in. So a bit of fish, some berries. It is the winter. They've just got to try and make it through. Was interesting. At least we have firewood though, right? And I'm guessing if you click... Yeah, there's an inventory here. So I'm assuming then the houses will have some food in? Yeah, they're holding the food in here then. Wow, they're greedy. They got a nice mix. Oh, hello. Got a really nice mix. Okay, so from clicking on there then, at least they have some food, right? Plenty of spuds to keep them running. I'm going to do the right thing here. Probably strip out this little bit of road so I can fit 2 more houses in here as well. But we do have these guys first. I want to make sure we can prioritize the specific building. I don't know. Let's get 2 builders on the go though. And I'm loving seeing this food number go up now. So this is really good. Not sure what they're gathering in the winter, but we will take it. I don't know if it factors that in. And we'll try and get a bit more gathering of stone as well, because I know that we're not going to have any kind of mine just yet, so we may as well grab everything that's around. And we are deep in the winter now. I'm assuming we're going to need some form of clothing to keep them good as well then. And for the sake of making it so they don't have to travel as far, I'm assuming then we'll have, like, if we stick a stockpile over here, for example, they come nice and close. Same with the storage barn. We can have that really close to the marketplace as well. And we'll be living the dream, to be honest. So I see our average health has gone down a tiny bit. But you know what? We're doing all right. We just need to make sure we've got the stone. So as more come in, I think it'll make it easier. Just want to see if we can, well, at least get through the first year, right? So not bad so far for completely blind. It's quite accessible, actually. I can't lie. It's pretty straightforward. Well, at least so far. Provides water for putting out fires. School used to educate citizens to be more productive. Hospital used to record and show census data on the town hall. Provides happiness for the devout and place to meet and worship is the chapel. And a cemetery for when people die. Just wondering if there is a log to tell me if people die then. Ah, there we go. Let's get the event log down the bottom here. So children being born, okay. Reddy has become an adult and is working as a labourer. That's where it... So I don't think... Is there immigration? I have no idea, but the good thing is we're in late winter, so we're soon through the worst here. And I think what we'll try and do is expand. So can you expand the orchard, or can I make this bigger? Marketplace is looking good, though. This is the start of something fantastic once this bad boy's up, right? A little dirt road there as well, just to seal that off. I might move the gatherer. Can't see a specific way to move them either. There'll be a case of just probably demolishing with this down here and then going off with that. So, resource-wise then, herbalist provides simple health and healing. Blacksmith for tools. Tailor is for clothes. I think that might be one of our next ones. When I might wait till we've got a bit more population and then we'll get the clothing. But at the moment it's going to be the Forester's Lodge. So we've got food, firewood, and basic resources, and then we'll keep going. So I'm going to need someone to work the market. We're going to take maybe... I don't want to reduce the fishermen, but definitely need a lot of it. My assumption is the people that are doing the work will go grab the resources themselves as well, so I will leave it with that, and we'll see if that kind of works. But yeah, I see the market getting its stuff in now, so the houses should be a little bit happier. And a few more to make sure they're happy. And then I'll test that. Well, I mean, I definitely want to upgrade one to see what it's like. We have 61 iron in, so one of the main ones is a few more labourers to go ahead and probably make sure that we've got stone. What's the issue? Citizen without a job. Fella is cold and is finding someplace warm. That's awesome though, man. Got a bit of everything in here. So I think the leather might be used for something else as well. So this kind of acts as a bit of a storage as well, doesn't it? Yeah, that's really good. So rather than a labour alert, as long as we've got someone in the market, they should go and grab directly for the market, which seems to be happening. So we'll have the resources in that we need. Really coal on my map. Obviously the map's huge, so... Love that you can build bridges though. I think that's huge. Allows for trader resources with a merchant as well. Do want a trade post. Definitely want to define the orchard a bit bigger. So if I... Orchard's too small. Can I expand it? You can just cut it down. I think I'll just leave it for now then. 0% yield. Will it just grow if I kind of turn it off? Don't think so. Alright, let's take these rocks here as well. They're kind of in the way, right? There's quite a bit of stone here that we can utilise. So let's just cut it all down. Look at them going. Ah, forest is done. Nice. So, we'll go with both. So once we've got people in, we can do that. Probably have one builder, and then we'll have one in the Forester's Lodge. Just to slowly keep the logs going. So we can get log limit at 200. We need this to be continual anyway, because of the firewood need, which is pretty capped actually anyway. So you can probably turn off and on with this one as well. Problem is, if I click don't work, does that free them up for anywhere else? It doesn't, as far as I'm aware. 1 and 1, we're good. I think the rest, yeah, we'll leave that one labourer in then, and then we'll look to hopefully, well, this is all iron, I believe. If we collect iron, look, this is all iron. So we've pretty much grabbed all the stone from around us. That's stone. Let's grab that. I don't think any of this is stone that we can see. That, yeah, all completely iron there, which is awesome. And our pear trees are definitely growing. Probably should have made that bigger though. Right, let's have a little look. We got roots, onions, venison, mushroom, fish, berries, and firewood. So we've only got a little bit of hide coats. What I'm going to go for is clothing next as one of our production things. So let me just find it. Resource production. So we've got the tailor. So we're late spring. Let's work on this so we can actually start to get clothing ready for the winter as well. And honestly, I think I want it over here. So we're going to have just kind of a bit of an industrial area here. That's absolutely fine. And then we'll connect in the road. Let's go there. That's fine. All right, food is ticking up even better now. I'm quite happy. We're safe for now. So we're going to speed through, try and get this clothing in, and then we'll work on what's next. And it's going to be collecting probably some iron. And we'll start getting tools in. We still have some. But yeah, I want to get that fur coat up with the leather that we have. Because at the moment we got 20, so it'd be nice to make some hide coats. Population will, I imagine, someone's going to grow up eventually, aren't they? So it's going to be really good. Very excited also for the trees. I don't know how many years it takes. That's all good fun. Now, same with the pasture. I don't know how this thing works, but it'd be interesting to see. I might have some farms like set over here. What I probably want to do is get a bit of a bridge over here. Is that how it works? So there. Yep. Got a bit of a bridge that we can build over here as well. And then in terms of this resource bit here, I'm going to get those cleared out so I can get a path going. I think they're all done anyway. And then we'll connect this kind of up once that iron's gone. Also think I'm going to put in a herbalist as well. So I think, well, I really don't know what to do with my gathering stuff. I think over here makes just perfect sense. Like there's a lot here, but server logs is low. I'll work on the logs momentarily. I think herbalist, we want to go where the trees are, right? I feel like that's going to be a good idea. And then we'll just get this kind of meeting it there. We'll get rid of all of these ingredients in between. Reserve of logs is low, so we're not going to be able to get firewood. Let's reduce the limit back down to 200 then, so because we've got enough of that. And let's manually go ahead and chop down some wood again. Not a wood cutter. Let's come in here, grab a bit of wood from these guys. Had another one grow up, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go with the woodcutter. Shall I leave it as one? I think I'll leave it. Yeah, this herbalist is going to be good. I see herbs knocking about all around here, so it should be nicely in range. I'm going to miss those ones there, but I can see some through the trees here, and I'm kind of going for it all over this area, so we can start expanding where we kind of want it. A bridge is going in really nicely. This thing looks cool, so there it is. A little wooden bridge. I love that from this game, man. Why doesn't Father's Frontier have bridges? That's what I want to know. There we go. And then we'll bring this over. So what I'm probably going to do over this way, honestly, there's some really good hunting. Lots more stone. It'd be nice to build over the side of the river as well, though. First bit of housing obviously is going to go this way anyway, though. I don't know if there doesn't seem to be a bad desirability thing to do with industry either. I won't know until I start making tools, but I feel like I want to get some kind of, well, something over here, you know? Reserves of logs being low, we can go ahead and utilize kind of this section and just chop down these guys then. Get rid of these last trees. But yeah, really good on food at least as well. And I still see some pelts coming in. So we got most of this stuff in now. So they're starting to get our tailor in. We only have one builder at the moment. I might go to 2 now, see if we can get these bits done. And then we'll reduce that one down afterwards. And I see the pear tree is growing nicely. So I reckon it's like 2 years. I'm going to get some yield from this suit as well. That's good. Yeah, we'll go tailor, then herbalist here, and get that going. Now, where the deer are doesn't seem to affect kind of them disappearing if you build next to them either, which is quite good to see. So, but yeah, it's definitely the labourer that's taking all the things up to it. And I love, for how old this game is, that the building actually completes as we go up as well. That's so awesome. Oh, I'm kind of falling in love with the older game, you know? Can't believe I've never played it, actually. Should have picked it up before, but, you know, newer ones always entice you, but it actually still looks pretty charming considering anyway. You know? We don't have any wool yet, so we're going to have to stick to just the hide coat with leather. That's absolutely fine. What we'll do is let's reduce that down. Let's get the one tailor in. And then clothing limit. Honestly, we don't need that many. Can you put in a... You can. Let's go 25. Although, saying that, is that silly? Let's go 30. I was more thinking actually this matters later on, right? We've got plenty of children though, so we are going to have these numbers going up. But yeah, I think that's okay. Leather's in there, so we should see some output of some kind of stored clothing, which we got in, I think, just in time. I'm not sure whether the tailor goes to the storage barn first, then to the market, or whether it goes straight into the market directly from here. Looks like it might go into the storage barn first. We'll have to see. But they would have had to taken the leather straight from the marketplace, so I think it does grab from here. We'll see. It looks like we had some coats being made though. Just trying to learn it. I'm seeing if it comes into here or not, or whether it stays here. That doesn't really matter anyway, right? You guys doing great on the chopping. Wood, well, still rubbish actually. Make sure you're still good this end. So clear those guys. We'll grab these trees. We're not using this section either, so let's grab all those. Housing, still not concerned. So we've got a couple. He needs a partner. Children, do your thing. Looks like we may need another house soon though as well. Let's maybe get one more. We'll be low on food again. I'm going to keep saying food low anyway, isn't it? I don't think it's too much of a big deal, so... One more there. Ah, this button right here shows statistics. Current season. Why is there stone and iron in there? That's weird. If we go here, look. Look at that. So, 480 per season. That's interesting. So, we got someone now we can put into the herbalist. So, let's get one in there as well. And then we can do the same on this one. So, this button has made 24 coats already. Look at that, 28. That's fantastic. So, we have our clothing now. I think we're out of leather. So, this is probably something I'll toggle on and off, to be fair. Just with the other buildings. And then food. Yeah, that one's looking good. Fish one is one of the ones I want to check. Wow, where'd you get leather from? They collect a lot of food, so that's really good. And then this one, there isn't going to be any until they're grown. And then gatherer. Bit of everything, really. That's cool. Does seem to be going up slowly as well, so... It might be time... I don't know, is there a way to permanently gather stone as well? Kind of important, isn't it? Oh, mine. There you go. Mines cannot be removed once placed. You can place these anywhere then, can you? Has it got to be... Ah, look at that. So you go into the mound, and that's how you mine. So you need to find the right spot for it almost. It's going to be tricky, isn't it? So we've got a spot there we can mine in. Once placed, they can't be removed. My guess is we can also squeeze one over here. And that would give us permanent stone and thingy. So we have some workers in. Kind of don't want to build it yet though. I'm just going to go to 2 builders for a moment. And in terms of the mine, we're okay. There's a lot around here, you know what I mean? So like we should be all right. I'm just going to make sure we've got enough stone set with all of these spare people. Then as the leather kind of comes in, we'll make sure that we turn that into clothing. And then, yeah, wood should be fine. Just keep an eye on it. We'll get one more in here. Wood seems to be the most important ingredient right now, so... And then we'll have stone for the better houses eventually anyway, but... Yeah, let's go for one more in the Forester Lodge, I think. We are into our second winter, though. Times are scary, times are tough. We should be alright, though. Got enough clothing, I think. So, worst case is I can change that one and pop them back in as well. Should have some herbs now to keep people happy as well. Just going to put someone back in the tailor because the reserves are running low. Firewood's running low. Are you okay? Have a look. Thank you. Let's get that in. Food also running low, so we want to probably... Well, yeah, we got to be careful because as we kind of speed through, the food is going to be less as well. How many herbs you guys collecting? A little bit. Hunter's cabin's maxed. I mean... We're okay for logs, aren't we? Let's change this up then. Let's get another one in there. And then fish is 4 of 4, so we should be fine. Again, though, the houses will have the food in. So if we click through, I do believe they have all of it. Yeah, they do. They have loads. So it's not really a big deal. It's same as Farthest Frontier. So they'll be inside the houses even when you run out of overall stock. So that's global stock, but houses still have their food in as well. We're back in spring, though. Oh, this is good, man. We're on our 3rd year already. Look at these pear trees as well. We're going to have a yield of those. Yeah, we're going to need to make sure we keep food going up as we get more people in. So I think when we get to 20 is when we'll look to maybe another building for that. But here's a little recap. We got housing, we've got a marketplace, we've got firewood, basic resources manually still, we've got clothing, we have food, and we have a renewable wood source. So up next would be tools, but we'd probably have to get mine before we get tools. So I see we're only on 7. I think hunting cabin might be good to get a second one as well, if I'm honest. And the reason for that is because we need the leather constantly for our guys as well. So that's what I'm thinking. Guys, this is going to be my end to the first ever Banished experience. Now, if you do want this to become a series, obviously let me know. I'd be happy to continue it if you guys want to see it as well. I can make just a little mini-series or something, you know, just whilst I wait for updates and all that sort of stuff as well. But hit the thumbs up, drop your comments, subscribe if you aren't already as well. All of it helps and helps me kind of understand what you like, what you don't like, all that sort of stuff as well. As always, hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.